League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work. At the 21-yard line.
On the double.
20, Mike, 20. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check, 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 check.
Yep.
On the rep. Let's go, right here.
There we go, Mike. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Darius Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, here's Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go.
Check the call, check the call.
Hey, 58 is the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll look to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one match.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey. Don't get nervous. 58's the mic. 50 now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfect perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check hot route. Hot.
Drop. Rock it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. No. Off.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Geis. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Green brings it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Geis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
56. 19. Right there, 56. Here we go. 56 to Mike, boy. 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson got a man. It's Brown. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check 31. Check 31. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Deuce. Switch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch the shift.
And they give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Nifty running by Beckham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man, it's Williams. Williams loses the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Able to find his running back, Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd and very short, Watson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First down, Redskins.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, this is Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Go! We got double up. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 61, matchbox lights.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. He finds Becker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Right back to him on 1st down. He stiff arms him. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Texans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.